Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am wearing a witchy hat and a Hocus Pocus t-shirt because I feel that that fits in very well with what I am about to unbox. So without much further ado, let's get in. So I am unboxing the My Chronicle Book Box Halloween Special Edition box, and I am so excited for this. I know exactly what the book is because it's not part of my usual My Chronicle Book Box subscription. It was one that I had to actually purchase like alongside. So yeah, let's get in because I'm dead excited about it. So I have not peeked, as you can see. So usually it comes with this really gorgeous blue paper, but this is black to go with spooky season. So yeah, without much further ado, I'm just going to unceremoniously rip into it. Oh, the first time I've ever ripped it and not totally destroyed the paper. Brilliant. Okay, so we have like all the spoiler cards and stuff. Oh my, this is gorgeous. Right, okay, so we have like the spoiler cards and stuff, which I will get back to afterwards, as always with My Chronicle Book Box, if it will stay where it's put. We have quite a lot of these things that obviously the dogs don't like, so I won't pop those. Some nice black paper worms, which I will just leave. Oh, we've got even more of these. Wow, so 6 in total. Okay, gonna have to be very careful getting rid of those. Right, okay, so let's just dive in. So the first thing I'm seeing is, I'm not sure, this is meant to be on a bit of paper or something maybe? Okay, so the first thing I see, I absolutely love. So it's this little witch hat pin badge, and it's made of like wood, and I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. I hope that's focusing. That is beautiful. And I absolutely love that. There doesn't seem to be like a paper mount for it, so we'll probably find out who the designer is when we do the spoiler cards shortly. And this won't stay open for me, so I'm just going to fold the paper over. So the next thing I'm seeing is this, so let me just rip this open. It looks like a little notebook, and it kind of looks a bit like a witch's kind of spell book, or a, well, it says Honourable Witch, and it's this sort of like faux leather, sort of almost like a, I don't want to say suede because it's not suede, or suede rather, but it's this little notebook here, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and it has little a little thing to keep it closed, and it's just lovely. It's like lined paper, and yeah, I will definitely put that to good use because that is beautiful. I love it. And the next thing I'm seeing are, what are these? What are these? I'm not entirely sure. They're little, I want to say these look like coffee stirrers. They're like in the shape of cats. But again, we'll find out with the spoiler card. The next thing is this just gorgeous bookmark, which I absolutely love. Not every witch lives in Salem, and then on the back it's just a pair of witch legs, and then the web address for My Chronicle Book Box. That is just beautiful, and I love it. There's so much in here. So there is a packet of Witchcraft vinyl stickers. And they have like witchy designs on them, and the one up here says young, wild and witchy, and I love it. I love it. I will put these to good use. I love these. So these are by Ground Store Wholesale, but yeah, we'll find out a bit more about them with the spoiler card. Okay, so ooh, what's this? It looks like a sort of tin thing. I want to say it's like a tarot card. It's like a metal tarot card, and it says on it, The Witch. It has a protective plastic cover, which I shall take off if I can. Let's go. Okay, so you'll not get the glare, hopefully, or as much rather, but that's really pretty. I wonder if it's magnetic. I'll see if it'll stick to the fridge. because that would make a lovely fridge magnet. It does kind of put me in mind of a tarot card, but again, spoiler card, we will find out. And we have this gorgeous postcard which says witch vibes on it. I think that's so pretty. I love it. I love the aesthetic. And then the next thing is Witch's Kitchen, stirring up some magic. Now I'm wondering if this is like a vinyl sticker or something. That's beautiful and I love it so much. I love that. That is so up my street. And then the last little thing that I'm seeing here before the book, which is full of paper worms. We'll just take these out and then we'll take the bubble wrap off. Oh, I love this so much. I am so going to use this. This is like a tin enamel cup, and it says on it Witch's Brew, and I am so here for this. I think it's beautiful. It's just like a normal sort of cup. I don't know if I will use it or if I'll have it on my bookshelf as like just like an ornament. I think that's gorgeous. I love it. I absolutely love it. But again, spoiler card, we'll see who the designer is once we have gotten round to that. Okay, so the middle, I've just pulled the string off. So the main event, we have the book. So the book has come with this lovely string which I've torn off, and it's like purple and white, very witchy, and it comes in the black paper as well. So let's just rip it open. I'm so excited for this book. So excited. It's just gorgeous. Okay. Oh, look at it. Okay, so it is The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cooke, and it's atmospheric and compelling, and that's a quote by Rosamund Lupton. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. The lighthouse was called The Longing, pitched amidst tessellations of rock black as coke. It needled upwards, spine straight, a white bolt, locking earth, sky and ocean together. A full moon hiding behind purple cloud, ocean thrashing against black cliffs, gulls wheeling and shrieking above us. Trees stood like pitchforks, flayed by the wind. They hemmed the island, watching. And as always, it is signed by the author, and it sounds glorious. Let me just read the inside to see if that is anything different from the back. Upon the cliffs of a remote Scottish island, Lawn Haven, stands a lighthouse that has weathered more than storms. Mysterious and terrible events have happened on this island. It started with a witch hunt. Now, centuries later, islanders are vanishing without explanation. Coincidence or curse? Liv Stay flees to the island with her 3 daughters in search of a home. She doesn't believe in witches or dark omens or hauntings. But within months, her daughter Luna will be the only one of them left. 20 years later, Luna is drawn back to the place her family vanished. As the last sister left, it's up to her to find out the truth. But what really happened at the lighthouse all those years ago? I cannot wait to get to this. This sounds and looks glorious. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. I'm so excited about this book. So excited. But anyway, let's get to the spoiler cards. So there's this like magazine type thing as well. And it's okay. Oh, it's like a short story. Okay, so this is Blood and Bones by Marie McWilliams. So that's a short story. Copyright, probably can't read that to you, but yeah, there we go. That's exciting. And the spoiler card, so that's the letter from, ooh, okay, right, okay, that's 2 sides of the same thing. A very warm welcome to the Witchcraft Special Edition My Chronicle Book Box. There are spoilers ahead, so it's up to you if you read this before you unpack. I am thrilled to be presenting you with a signed first edition of The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cooke. This is an atmospheric gothic thriller set with a background of Scottish witch trials, which I know you are going to love. Yes. Carolyn has written us a lovely letter telling us 5 things she would like us to know about the Lighthouse Witches. To complement this enthralling novel, you will also find a range of hand-picked goodies nestling in your box. Blood and Bones, an exclusive short story, so that's this guy here, by Marie McWilliams, written exclusively for My Chronicle. So, exclusively. Pop that back in the box here. Okay, Witch's Brew Enamel Mug, which I'm so excited about. Add a little magic to every brew, and I probably will actually use this for tea because it's beautiful and I love it. A set of Black Cat cocktail stirrers. Okay, so I was right, cocktail stirrers. That's these lovely things, exclusive to My Chronicle. Okay. A Witch's Kitchen A5 print, so that's this guy, so it doesn't look like this is a sticker. That would have been amazing if it was. Let's see, the next thing I have on the list here is a Witch's Hat wooden pin, perfect for Halloween and all year round. So that's this lovely thing here. It doesn't say who it's by, so it's probably exclusive to My Chronicle Book Box. Okay. A super cute Herbal Witch mini notebook. So that's this. I'm so excited about this. I think this is lovely. And I was correct about the tin thingy. So the Witch Tarot tin sign featuring the Conjuring Enchantress. Amazing. I love it. I love it so much. And then the next thing is a witchy bookmark to keep your place. So that's the Not Every Witch Lives in Salem. That's just cute as anything. And then we have the Witch Vibes postcard, which is this thing. And a set of vinyl witchy stickers. It doesn't actually say that, I just added the word witchy, just because. So, I hope you enjoy this reading gift box, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and seeing your photos. Be sure to tag us on hashtag My Chronicle Book Box, at My Chronicle BB, Twitter, at My Chronicle Book Box, Instagram and Facebook, so I can find them. Take care, stay safe, and happy reading, Louise. Well, thank you very much, Louise, and My Chronicle Book Box. I am so excited to get to this book and to have all these gorgeous little goodies, Halloween style. So this is future editing Graham, who realises that he didn't read the author letter from the Witchcraft My Chronicle Book Box. So without much further ado, he's going to read it now. 5 things I want my reader to know about the Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cooke. 1. Despite my very best attempts to control and plan the story, the Lighthouse Witches is a book that crept up on me and laid out its own terms. This is my 6th published novel and my 12th book. And although I started writing as a pantser, i.e. without much of a plan at all, I now like to get a form template based out before I start writing, so that I don't end up having to do too much work in the editing stages. But this book defied me, and for a long time I worried that it was never going to be finished. The witch element was lurking in my mind from the outset, but I didn't really know how I was going to bring it together with the setting and the themes of motherhood, sisterhood, and ghosts from the past. I really believed I had failed to achieve it, and I had so many false starts. Mostly because I wanted to pin down a single narrator. In the end, I couldn't get the voices of Liv, Luna, and Patrick out of my head, so I went with all 3. 2. I'm fascinated by Scotland. I have been working in Glasgow since 2014 and relocated here from northeast England with my family in late 2019, right before lockdown. I love living here and love finding out more about the culture and the history of this amazing place. Having been born and raised in Northern Ireland, I enjoy encountering the Ulster Scots connection. There are words and phrases I've heard in Scotland that I haven't heard since leaving Belfast, so there's a lot of nostalgia for me living here. I had no agenda when starting to write about... okay, it's on the other side. to write about the witches in the story, but the more research I did, the more I was astonished about the relevance of Scotland's past. For instance, it moved me a great deal to learn that there is no national monument to the 4,000 people, mostly women, who were killed in such a terrible way. Not only were they killed, but their families were left without any way to bury or commemorate them. I'm very interested in writing about grief, having lost both my father and my grandmother in my early teens. Memory is an important part of grieving, and to have that removed from the families left behind raised a lot of questions. How did it impact them to believe their loved one was a witch? Or if they suspected they weren't, how did they cope, knowing their loved one was accused, tortured, and burned at the stake? I was also drawn in by the belief systems driving such practices. Magic was a profoundly important part of early modern society, and I'm intrigued by how storytelling continues to be a key part of shaping belief systems. I'm wary of it too. We all tell ourselves stories, but how can we know that we are telling the right ones? 3. Scotland has over 900 islands, which still astonishes me. I love to get a boat and travel to as many of them as possible. The living settlements of the pre-modern era have left many cultural and linguistic revenants, such as the name Egglesay, one of the Orkney Islands, meaning Eagle's Island. Shetlanders celebrate their Viking heritage every year at the festival of Up Helly Ah by burning a replica Viking ship. I spent time on several Scottish isles while writing The Lighthouse Witches, Skye, Bute and Arran. I actually got stranded on Arran. The ferries were cancelled for a while due to bad weather, and it turned out to be a great opportunity to learn a little about the realities of living on an island. On Bute, I stayed several times in a cottage beside the lighthouse in Toward? Not heard of it. And learned a little about the history of witches there. A Bute woman named Amy Hindman was executed in 1662 for witchcraft, having been accused by another woman who was accused. There is very little information about Amy in the Highland Papers, so I brought her to life in The Lighthouse Witches. 4. I love writing about sisters in the book, Luna, Clover and Sapphire. I have 3 daughters, and despite having such distinct personalities, they share a wonderful and occasionally fraught bond. I enjoyed imagining how such a bond might develop into adulthood, and how the memories and stories shared during childhood would sustain and nurture them through their own storms. The different time frames in the book also gave me an opportunity to imagine how women lived in 1662, 1998 and 2021. In some respects, life is very different, but the similarities provided a richness in rethinking both history and women's lives and what the term witch means in the 21st century. 5. People often ask me how I get my ideas, and I think the honest answer is that the idea for each book grows out of the one before. So with The Nesting, I grew so fascinated by folklore and magical belief systems that it spilled over into The Lighthouse Witches. And in writing The Lighthouse Witches, I found both Scotland's past and the historical aspect of women's lives so fascinating that my 2022 novel is an organic extension of that thinking. Each of my books is a standalone, and there is always a kind of ground prepared for the next book, completely unintentionally. C.J. Cooke. So, apologies for previous Graham not reading this, but editing Graham now has. So yeah, let's get back to him. But yeah, what are you reading this Halloween? Have you got this box? Have you read the book? What do you think? Let me know down below and we will chat. But yeah, for now, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.